In Scotland, it's always a bit hit and miss with the weather. You never really know what you're getting. Sunny, lovely weather, and then torrential rain. You've got to always prepare for the worst there. It's completely different to what I'm used to riding at home. Going there for the first time as a kid, and it was just like such a shock to the system. Hard granite rock and just gravel. There's like no nice dirt whatsoever. Not much margin for error at all, really.
Alright, so we're here in Fort William for the IXS European Downhill Cup. This week, the Privateer project, we're helping out Dom Platt. He's going to be riding for us for the whole season. And we've also picked up via Instagram message a guy from Peru, Mayu Unda is his name. I think it's Mayu Unda. And we're helping him out. I call him Wiggy because his hair looks like a wig. But he's a good guy, and we're helping him out for the week as well. So we've got a bit of a program. And then Roger Vera is kind of pitting with us too. So pretty good crew this week, and quite international, with a Brazilian, a Peruvian, an Englishman, a Kiwi. We've kind of got quite an international team, so it's going to be a fun week. Let's go.
Hi, I'm Dom Platt. I'm 19 years old and I'm from West Sussex in the south of England. My local riding is no other than Stenning, where me and my dad in COVID built a load of super steep, gnarly tracks to train on. And yeah, I go there all the time, super techy and really slippery in the wet, so I really enjoy riding there. So I've been racing for nearly 10 years now. Starting off locally, there's a small race series at Rogate, B1K races, gravity projects. And then over the next couple of years, then I started to do a few enduro races, and then in 2018 moved to downhill, where I then moved to youth for Atherton Racing. 2022, I got moved onto the factory team, racing World Cups full time. So I had some good times in those years, got a few top fives in junior and main elite finals and a few qualies, but quite a rough road with a few injuries, so not quite the first part of my career that I would have liked, but that's what we're here for. Yeah, it's obviously left without a team this season, which sucks, but it is what it is. So yeah, I was searching for a team up until nearly February this season. Wynn was aware of this because I was riding with him at the time, and then drops me a message, says, hey, do you want a bit of help this year? I was like, yeah, it'd be sick. So yeah, big help this season, as otherwise I'd be on my own, saving a lot of money, and yeah, it's good for the exposure as well, to have someone like Wynn behind your back.
Well, Fort William, it's always a tough race. Very hard on the bikes and the rider. It was also probably one of the roughest conditions Fort William's been in for the last few years that I've raced there, and also like one of the gnarliest races due to how much wind there was. But overall, we've had a good time, and it's been a good first race for the Privateer project of 2025. So looking forward to how the season goes ahead.
Yeah, I mean, it's completely different to what I'm used to riding at home. I remember going there for the first time as a kid, and I'd never ridden outside of like my local riding or Wales, and it was just like such a shock to the system, because it's just like hard granite rock and just gravel. There's like no nice dirt whatsoever. Yeah, not much margin for error at all, really. I've had my fair share of injuries there. Last year, broken hand. First season in junior, just before the first World Cup, I had a huge both wrists and collarbone are broke. That's always playing on the back of my mind when I go. Definitely got to like calm myself down a little bit and just kind of ease into the run, because when it's a 5-minute track, you can't just go out like a bat out of hell. So you just want to be on the line all the time. My favourite part of the track's probably the woods, actually, because that's the most like home. Although at that point in the run at Fort William, you're like blowing, your arms are nearly falling off, but it's quite fun, you just got to hold on to it.
So we're here at Fort William for the first practice day,
Or unofficial practice. Yeah, it's pretty dry. We just discovered it's quite windy as well up here compared to down in the paddock. So we see how that picks up during the day. But yeah, keen to get on track. First time here on the Fury as well, so got to see how that goes.
windy day to start here at Fort William. Back it up now, you know we'll be off the ground. Nice and rough. Would have been good to walk a little bit. So we're just kind of guessing a couple of bits, but we've been here since 2008, so we should have some idea.
Starting to feel the confidence a bit, but it's harder to win now as well. First 2 runs were okay, but now it's getting pretty windy. But yeah, liking it. Starting to find the smoother lines and build up a bit of pace, so yeah, it's good.
Not too busy. Winds had a flat in front, but nothing special. Doms, everything okay, just adjust, you know. So yeah, hope do the same today, and yeah, let it work.
Flat, and then this one I was like, oh, I'm in a case now, and then I went flat. Flat. I think that's where I bottomed my forks at.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got seeding today. Got another fair bit of practice today, I think until 2 we've got. But it's best to get up there early just in case the queue's about again. But yeah, a little bit of rain is looking like. I think it rained a bit overnight and now the skies are looking pretty grey again. But less windy, so that's good for the riding. And I think rain would be pretty good for the trapping in it as well. It's quite loose yesterday, so should help. Seeding went pretty well through the top split. Not quite where I wanted to be. I think I was like top 20 somewhere. Kind of cruised, like not going super crazy. And then yeah, just before the woods, must have just got on the wrong side of the line, just like a little gap into a right-hander, and then landed, and then just like wheel exploded completely.
Busy day. Busy day, no, but will be a busy night, you know. I need to assemble some wheel and check the chain line from Win because he lost his chain on the seeding run. Yeah, good day.
We're helping Mayu with his bike setup. So we've got Roger and Mauricio on the suspension tube. He needs another token. He only had 3 tokens, so we're going to 4. And then we might run it a little bit faster for this track. And then he's going to win the race today. And shoot all the guys on the podium like. If he takes the hot seat, he has to shoot the people on the hot seat. That's the deal.
Yeah.
At third corner, this guy was like off his bike walking. So I was like, oh, this has got to be an eventful run. They overtook about 3 or 4 people, just had to shout on the way down. So I was sat in the hot seat for quite some time, and then the times were getting like not as close as I would have thought they would have. And I was like, oh, I could be on for a decent one. I think Luke Williamson hit me by a few seconds, then I was like, oh, okay, it's possible then. And then like all the top 10 guys were just going like fractionally quicker. At the end, Matt, Danny and Charlie just went like 5 or more seconds quicker, so yeah, it was a bit humbling at the end, but 10th is a good place to be, I think.
Dom did a really good ride, pretty impressive performance from Dom, and looking good for the season ahead. And then myself, I got 21st in the seeding run. I actually lost my chain, so I was looking for a bit more in the race, but then of course another flat, so that was not ideal, but that's Fort William for you at the best of times. Also, it's pretty great that the IXS Cup came to Fort William, actually after the World Cup stopped having an event there for the IXS Cup to come through and back it up. It's pretty special and good that we still have a race at such an iconic venue. Young riders from all around Europe coming and showing up for their first ever go at Port William. What a track to go to for the first time. So everyone got a good experience, I think, and it's pretty cool. IXS is running the series like this to really allow riders to develop and then eventually move on to the World Cup. But yeah, cheers to the IXS Cup.
Found out like 3 weeks ago that I've got jerseys for the first 6 World Cups, all the European ones. So yeah, super stoked about that, as that's more than I thought I'd make this season. And I was honestly a bit worried when I found out about that, because I was like, how am I going to afford this? I've just been in Portugal for a month, the pre-season. Wynn said that he's doing 4 of them as well, so that saves a bit of money for me. So I'm just going to go out in my van for Ludenville and then stay in Europe for the whole duration. Also some IXS Cups during that time as well that I'll go to. And the goal is to make finals as much as I can. Like, I'd be super stoked to make finals, to be honest. The Worlds team would be sick as well. That's another big goal. And Chompre's like my favourite track. So yeah, busy season ahead.